Sindile has become one of the most beloved leopard characters across the globe, and he comes with a very interesting history. When he was very young, he managed to catch a stray dog that had come in from one of the neighboring villages. The dog was later tested and tested positive for rabies, so Sindile was whisked away to a rehabilitation center where he was given a series of inoculations before being released back into the wild, this time with a tracking collar to monitor his progress.
I think what happened here is the uniqueness of this is the animal was taken out of the system and placed back into the same system after 7 months.
Yeah, but isn't he looking well? That's my first sight of him since I saw him in a tree with a dog.
So it was actually important for us to be able to see how the animal adapts back into the system.
It's very strange for us as guides in the Sabi Sands to see a wild leopard with a collar around his neck. It's something that's always a little bit disconcerting initially before you get used to seeing it. Just think about all of the amazing information that we're getting from Sindile's collar, from where he goes to what he does and how he interacts with the other male leopards or even other leopards in this area. And from that we get a greater understanding of the species as a whole, which always leads to better conservation management.
The collar follows the animal wherever it goes, so it shows the animal's spatial behavior, where the animal's moving and time spent in certain areas. And we can also practically see how it's avoiding and adapting in certain aspects, especially conflict, and trying to resettle and settle in. So it gives us an exact movement pattern of the animal as well. It seems like he had some home ranging even after he was kept for 7 months in captivity. So I think from a behavior point of view, his dispersal behavior was quite unique. He didn't disperse and just kept on going like other males would do, to just keep on moving up to a point where they find a vacuum. This guy kept on returning to his natal home range, where actually, that was amazing. For me, that's the first time we've seen that.
So the fascinating thing about following an animal with a collar like this, like Sindile's collar, it sends out GPS coordinates at sort of random times of the day, and you've got absolutely no guarantee that that animal is still going to be there when you go searching for him. Over our Father's Day weekend, we were actually incredibly fortunate in that he was exactly where his collar said that he was going to be, and even more spectacularly, there was that incredible scene where he was interacting with his mother, who of course was trying to defend and call her younger cub.
Oh, basically he's saying, Mom, Mom, and she's obviously telling him, it's time to leave home, son.
There's a lot of daytime movement, obviously, so that was interesting. He's been operating spending a lot of his time moving at daytime. He was making regular kills. He was pretty well equipped to look after himself once he's been released. And also the way he fended for himself, in the sense that he's been avoiding conflict. You know, those things are quite interesting and unique stuff to us as well.
Oh, look at that! Oh, Sindile's down!
Yeah, I was quite amazed by the fact that he was capable of hanging around or fending at that point. The fact that he laid under the tree said to me that he was actually also fending for the prey. So he was obviously aware of the fact that this was an older male, or either he was just very bold. And I was amazed by the fact that he was kept in captivity for 7 months and was showing this kind of behavior even though he has been out of the system for so long. So that to me is quite unique in terms of his boldness. I wasn't expecting that to happen.
And despite the strange appearance of that collar around Sindile's neck, the one thing it does allow us to do is keep track of one of Safari Live's favourite leopard characters, even when he moves far beyond our Trabos area.